Good evening, good evening, good evening. And I want to welcome everybody to Praise Christian Church International Bible Study. This is a weekly show that is your normal Bible study. A lot of things that happened a long time. I'm your host, Elder Dr. Richard Forbes. And today we're going to talk about something that is people's hearts. And that is, it's amazing how things just work themselves out. It's Mother's Day is this Sunday. And like I said, a lot of times we forget about our mothers the rest of the year. But on this certain day, we think about them, we buy them presents, we do a lot of things. But to me, every day is Mother's Day. Every day should be Father's Day. Those are your parents. Be they right or be they wrong, they're your parents. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here. We have to look sometime and think about where we're going. And what I mean by where we're going is parenting doesn't really come with a manual telling you do this, do that. To me, it's always been a trial by error. You try not to do things that your people before you did or anything like that, but we're not perfect. No parent is perfect. Mothers are not perfect. Fathers are not perfect. We make mistakes. And some of us don't realize until after we have made these mistakes or made these poor judgments that how wrong it was. But we have to look back in the Bible to the mothers before us. The first mother in the Bible was Eve. Abraham named his wife Eve because she became the mother of all living things. And that's in Genesis 3:20. Eve was the first woman and the first mother. She didn't have no one to mentor her how to be a female, how to even be a wife. She didn't know. But in spite of all that, she's the mother of life. And that's what the name Eve means. Life. Because that's what a woman does, gives life. And we have to honor that. We have to understand what a mother is. A mother is a nurturer. A mother is someone that's there and believes in you. I have to, I get choked sometime when I think about my mother. She's gone. Now, she's been gone for quite a while now. And her birthday is before Mother's Day. And for me, I have to take, as I say, my 3 steps back and think about her. My mother sacrificed. She made some decisions that as older we didn't understand. And that's for all mothers. All mothers. We must understand the situations that they had to go through at that point in time. But that to them was the best decision at that time. And that's the same way with Eve. She didn't understand. No one was there to really help her in her development. So she made a bad decision. And her decision was to eat that apple. She was curious. She did it. But in spite of all that, and this is the point I'm trying to make is she made a bad decision, but see how God used her. She still became the mother of mankind. Regardless. Yeah, she suffered for that mistake. She had a terrible grief when her son Cain killed Abel. Yeah. But God still used her. And I feel God uses every mother, every female on this planet. The good ones, the bad ones. He's still going to use you. He's still going to, in these days, nurture you to bring on the next king or queen to move on. Bloodline. Your bloodline. Next, I want to talk about Sarah, the wife of Abraham. Now, we all know about Abraham. Nothing's too hard for the Lord. Nothing. In Genesis 18:14, it reads, "Is anything too hard for the Lord? I will return to you at the appropriate time next year, and Sarah will have a son." Come on. We all know Sarah was up in age, but she became a mother. So the young ladies out there that are listening that haven't had children yet, if God wants you to have a child, you're going to have that child. God knows everything. And sometimes we can't question why he waits, but he knows the right time for anything that happens in your life. He knows the right time for everything. And that's what one thing we have to understand is that When we give ourselves to Him, we on His time. We're not on our time. His time. His time. I know I have a whole long list of women in the Bible like Rebecca, Hannah, just to name a few. But I wanted to point out at this time these three. The most, I think, respected mother in the Bible is Mary. Our Savior's mother. Can you imagine what she went through? Can you imagine the turmoil she had to go through to see her son be treated like that? Can you imagine? I don't know. Me as a man, I can't even yet to even think what was going through her mind when she saw her baby up on that cross. But it had to be done. And I applaud y'all mothers. Mothers of the kingdom, it's nothing easy. Because sometimes you see your children go through so much. But I'm here to tell you, no matter what, God got you. God already has a plan. You are the vessel. You are that vessel that He has for that child to come into this world. When I think of all the mothers of the world, the burdens that they carry, I think about Mary. The burden to know her son was going to be crucified. Can you imagine? Mary knew. Unlike Eve didn't know. Because there was no one to mentor her, like I said before. Sarah, she was up in age. She didn't know. She just thought, oh, well, hey, come on, Lord. We all have our doubts. Don't get me wrong when I say this. We all have our doubts when it comes to God. We all do. And I know this is switching the subject a little bit, but we all have our doubts. Can you imagine the doubt that Sarah had? Her and Abraham both was way up in age. Okay. The doubt that came. But she held on. And that's what I'm trying to tell some of y'all mothers out here. I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but hold on. Hold on. Because your child is going to change. got to keep on praying. You got to keep on pushing. Because, see, he knows the plan. He knows exactly what he has to do. I heard today, I was listening to the gospel channel and it was talking about being obedient without questioning God or questioning what's going on, because everything is for your good. Sometimes he has to take a person through something in order for them to understand. Mothers, you're going to hurt. You're going to hurt because your children are going to hurt you. But like I said, I applaud y'all mothers because God gave y'all a lot of patience. And all the kingdom women that I know have patience. Not only patience with the children, but patience with us men. Because sometimes we can get on y'all nerve. But despite it all, it's nothing like a mother's love. I'm saying this because I miss my mother. I may not show it, and a lot of us men, we don't show it. We're not going to. We're not going to show the pain or the hurt that's in us when we miss a loved one. We're not. But it, like, once again, I applaud y'all mothers. I applaud my wife because she had to bear the loss of two of our children. I applaud her. I applaud all the rest of the mothers that had to bury their children. I applaud you. If nobody on this earth I am. If nobody on this earth says, Mom, you are appreciated, I will. Because it's nothing like it. It's nothing like having your mother's love. Your mother will love you in spite of you being wrong. They there. No matter what you do. Oh, they gonna be mad with you, be upset with you, but they're not gonna stop loving you. That's a mother's love. I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but remember one thing. Don't ever think your mother doesn't love you. Papa may walk away from you, but mama's not. She may act like it, but a kingdom mother's going to pray, tell you one thing, but steady under her breath praying, please God, save my child. Save him or save her. It's unusual for anybody in these days and time to talk about bad mothers. And the reason why I'm saying that is there is no such thing, really. There is a female that doesn't know how to be a mother, but that's not making her a bad mother. Kingdom women need to take your daughters and teach them. Just like the kingdom men have to take the boys of the world and teach them how to be kings. The mothers, take your daughters, teach them to respect themselves. Show them God. Show them the God in you. Show them love. Show them love. Men, love your baby's mama. Y'all may not agree, but y'all made that child. Respect her. Respect one another. On this Mother's Day weekend, respect the mothers of the world. Honor the mothers of the world. Kingdom-minded people love one another. Love the ones that you're trying to get in the kingdom. Love one another. Help one another. The most passionate people on this earth are the mothers of the world. Honor them. Honor your mother. If you haven't talked to your mother in a while, call her up. Go see her. I wish I could go see mine. I wish I could go see my grandmother. My mother, my grandmother raised me. Those two strong women. Very strong. They loved unconditionally. Even showed the tough love. That's why I can say that. Patience and tough love. That's what me and my sisters and all of us got. It was tough love. But it was nothing like it. That's why I'm sitting here today saying what I'm saying. We have to start loving our mothers. We have to start respecting our mothers. They went through a lot for us to be where we are. A lot of us may not think so, but yeah. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I could go on and on and on about the mothers in the Bible. But I picked Mary, Sarah, and Eve. One didn't understand. about being a mother. One thought she could never be a mother. And one, the tragedy of losing a child. That's hard. But those are the three phases that every woman, every mother, I should say, go through in these days and time. Half the mothers didn't have anybody to show them how to be a mother. So society taught them and taught them half of them the wrong way. I should say all of them the wrong way. God is the only being that can teach you how to be you. That book tells it all. The Bible tells you exactly what you have to do. Get into it, read it, understand it. Ask him for clarity. He will give it to you. Sarah thought point blank she'd never be a mother. But because the faith she had in the Father, and it could have been times she doubted, but she kept on and on. And she got fed up a couple of times. Toward the end, she almost threw her hands up and said, hey, it ain't never going to happen. But once again, that's God's timing. And it happened when God was ready. And Mary, the anguish she had to go through, knowing that her son was going to be put up on a cross to die. I don't think too many mothers out there could handle that. Yeah, we all going to die, but you don't think you're going to bury your child. No mother think that that's ever going to happen. Those three women right there are examples of motherhood to me. Those three right there had adversity that words can't even describe. But they made it through. And they made it through because of the faith they had in the Father. So I'm telling the females, the mothers out there, hang in there. If your child is going astray, hey, put it in God's hands. Everything's going to be all right. All the time, it doesn't work out because we don't understand what he's doing. We want to say this and we want to say that, but the understanding we have is not the understanding he has. We never understand him. We're not. It's, to me, hard because no one honestly knows what's going to happen the next minute, the next second. We don't. But I know one thing. You wouldn't be here unless that young lady had you. Be you a boy or be you a girl. Love you, mother. I'm not going to be here too long tonight, but I want to leave everybody with this. It's nothing on this earth can take the place of your mother's love. So this Mother's Day, hug your mother. Tell her how much you love her. Be she was what you considered a bad mother or a good mother, just tell her. Because she tried her best. She tried her best for you. Always think like that. She did the best she could. So, like I said, there are other examples in the Bible, but I thought those three show the three different phases of motherhood. Like I said, I'm not going to keep you too long tonight. Because sometimes you just don't have the words to express how you honestly feel. And for me, talking about mothers and the influence, especially my mother and grandmother had on my life, I thank them. And I wish they could hear me right now. How grateful I am to them two women there. How grateful we all should be to our mothers. Words cannot express how I feel right now when I think about those two women. There were good times, there were bad times. But it's nothing like a mother's love. So, like I said before, Eve didn't have no one to show her what a mother was. Forgive your mother for anything she did wrong. Always have faith mothers, that your child is going to do the right thing. Even when it seems like that child isn't, it's coming. And God's time is coming. Love your child. Love your mother. Like I said, the last example is Mary. Look what she went through. A mother's love. Remember the sacrifices that your mother put up and did for you. Some you know about, some you may not never know. But I feel every mother sacrificed something for their children. So we should honor that. Not with just one special day. We should honor mothers every day. Because a child is born every day, not just one day. You understand? Honor that mother. Honor that grandmother. Honor them. Honor them. This has been High Praise Christian Church International Bible Study. It's a different Bible study than any other. I'm your host, Elder Dr. Richard Forbes, saying I'm going to see you next week, same time. Until then, as I said before, tell your mother how much you love her and you appreciate her, how she sacrificed for you. Call her up. Tell her. Until next week, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and love one another.